Life is like a game. You play to win, always, and also while at it, enjoying the game. That's all that life is about. So you have to make sure that you win all the times, or at least most of the times. Welcome, I'm Win on I Am Wealthy, and we're still talking about personal transformation. And this is the reason why we are saying life is like a game. Why do we compare life to a game? It is because you have to sit down and ask yourself, how far have I been with this game? Have I been winning so far? Have I been losing so far? And then if you've been winning or losing, you sit down and you do a deeper critique of your progress. That's all that life is about, and that's all that personal transformation is about. You are looking at where you are and you have set a goal as to where you want to be, and then from there you do an assessment of the things that you need to do, of the raw materials that you have, and also of all the equipment that you need to utilize towards achieving that particular point where you want to go. Welcome back. I'm Win on I Am Wealthy. We are still talking about your personal transformation, transforming you. We spoke about the three pillars of personal transformation, and we said the first one is awareness, the second one is structure, then the third one is discipline. We're still focusing on awareness. We say that for you to sincerely transform yourself, you need to ask yourself deeply those 45 questions. And the first 14 of those questions are within the pillar of awareness in personal transformation. And awareness basically or generally is what, where, and who you are. Basically, that's what it is. There's other things that are involved in that we'll discuss as well. But this is just a recap of what we have spoken about. And the first thing that we said was, why have I not been successful? You're playing a game. You've been playing games, let's say maybe for the past 20 years. So let's say every year is a season. So for 20 years, there is no one single season where you can safely say that I won in that season. Why is it like that? And sometimes even when you believe that you won during those some other seasons, did you really win convincingly? And if you won convincingly, where would you want to take your game? Because there is a possibility that if you had been winning, you were probably playing against weak opposition. And you probably need to change the league and go to higher leagues. So those are the things that you need to look at during the pillar of awareness. Why have I not been successful? This is question number one that you have to ask yourself. Ask yourself, go deeper within yourself and ask yourself why. And most of the times it is because of the lack of these three. You lacked awareness of who you are, where you are, and what is within and without you, and how you can maybe be able to utilize it. And then you lack the structure. The structure is the organization, as you lacking in the organizing yourself into a unit, a force to be reckoned with to achieve a particular goal. So during structure, remember you're also drawing those goals as well and saying, this is the particular goal that I'm going towards, and then this is the structure that I'm going to utilize. And then the third thing that you probably lacked was discipline. You might be a genius, you might be the best in everything that you do, but if you don't have a structure, if you're not aware even of your being a genius in the first place, and then you don't have structure, as you're not organized, or if you have those but you don't have discipline, everything will just be pointless in life. You'll just be a hot wind that's just being blown hither and thither. So you need those three pillars of success. That is awareness, structure, and discipline. We've been talking about awareness And we said within personal transformation, there is 45 questions that you need to ask yourself deeply. And the first 14 have to do with awareness. That is why we say, why haven't I been successful? That's question number 1. And question number 2 is, who am I? When we're talking of who you are, really, you have to go deeper as well. What do you think defines you? There is no better answer, there is no best answer, but you need to keep asking yourself, who really am I? Go deeper. If you want to go to the spiritual part of the things as well, you need to do that. And if you go on the materialistic part of things, you need to do that. But I would recommend that let it be holistic. Who are you intellectually? Who are you spiritually? Who are you financially, materially, socially, and all these other things? And then you sit down and say, this is who I am, or this is who I thought I was, but this is what I am supposed to be. But at the present moment, this is where I am in terms of my self-awareness. That's one of the very important things. And then you ask yourself, where am I and why am I here? Where am I is also multifaceted as well. Where am I? Let's say maybe you're looking at an area of your life like financially. Where am I financially? And why am I here? Look at your bank balance. Look at the profit and loss of your life in every area of your life. Health-wise, health also has a profit and loss. Social life has a profit and loss. Your relationships have a profit and loss. Family life has a profit and loss. Speaking here of parenting, it has a profit and loss. So look at that and ask yourself, where am I and why am I here? And then you look at where you would want to go. And then so comparatively, you know exactly how much work you need to put in for you to improve your health, improve your wealth, improve your general happiness. So that's question number 3. And then question number 4 is, why me? Why am I attracting all this? Oftentimes we ask this question when things are not going well in our lives. When you lose maybe a loved one, maybe when you lose out on things, when things are not working out in your life, you start asking yourself, why me? As if there is this other power out there that is hell-bent on just derailing every one of your journeys. But then let me tell you something. You also need to ask yourself that question even when things are okay. Why me? Why am I attracting this? When you win the lottery, sit down and ask yourself, why me? Why am I attracting this? And then somehow there's going to be sound judgment coming from you. You probably say, you know what? Maybe this money was given to me so that I help the world. But if you don't ask yourself those questions, whatever comes to you, you just confused and you just do things anyhow without structure in your life, and that becomes a problem because there is no ultimate goal at the end. And then the next question, which is question number 5, is, what am I giving my attention to? Life is a transaction. Being a game, it is a transaction, and your currency is energy. Everything that you do, everything that is energy. So it is the transfer of energy from one point to another, or the conversion of energy from one state to another. The denominations of that currency are attention, or is attention. Whatever you give your attention to, that's why it is called pay attention. Whatever you give your attention to, it is where you get results. So it depends on the intensity of the attention that you give, intensity of the payment. So it's how much you are paying. And no matter what, whatever you pay, you are going to receive. you're going to earn back. So you are investing your attention. So whatever you pay your attention to. So you have to make sure that you're paying your attention to the things that really matter in your life. And you are aware as well, because some of the times we're paying attention to things unconsciously. So you have to be conscious about these things and know that I am paying special attention to my finances so that I create wealth. I'm paying my attention to my health. So I have to pay particular attention to my diet, or the way how I rest, how you sleep. You have to pay attention to the number of hours that you sleep. You have to pay attention to the food that you're eating. You have to pay attention to the words that you utilize, it, to the thoughts and everything. Pay attention and you will be paid back. Because attention, when you pay attention, you are investing. And definitely, it's like you are sowing, and so shall you reap as you sow. And then the next question is, what am I growing? It is almost like attention, because as you pay that attention, you are planting. And as you are planting, you have to grow that. So what are the things that you believe that, okay, you've paid your attention and things are coming up, and which ones are you going with? Which ones are you saying, okay, these are the plants that I want, and these become the weeds? So make sure that whatever you're growing is the actual plants that you intend to be reaping at the end. Because there are some times when you'll be growing stuff that is so useless that will probably end up choking up the plants that you want to be reaping at the end. So what am I growing? And then we come to, why am I like this? Why am I a procrastinator? You have to ask yourself those questions deeper. Why am I a procrastinator? Why is it that all the times when I make a plan to do things, I start planning, and then planning to plan, and then planning to plan, and then planning to plan? Do you get where I'm going? So you have to ask yourself why really you are like that. And then you sit down and go deeper. That's why sometimes you even go for counseling and saying, you know what, maybe there is some stuff that happened in the past. You know, my past is contributing towards my being a procrastinator. Maybe I've trust issues. When you look at relationships, maybe you've trust issues. When you have fear, maybe in investing, there is always a reason behind these things. So why am I like this? And then that's question number 8. What is my dominating vibration? Dominating vibration, like we said, you are just vibrating. You are vibration. You are vibrating at a particular frequency because you are energy. So what is it that I'm vibrating now, and what is it that is dominating my vibration? We're speaking here of the thoughts, dominating thoughts. You're speaking here of dominating emotions. You're speaking here of dominating words, the words that you say. So because they are all vibration, they are all energy, just vibrating at different frequencies. So you have to sit down and ask yourself every day, what words did I use today? How many times did I say no? How many times did I say yes? How many times did I say wow? How many times did I say You see where I'm getting? And the number of times you say no, the number of times you say yes, the number of times you say wow, the number of times you say you spoke lies, the number of times you spoke facts is gonna determine at the end who you eventually become. So if you want to change your life, if you want to change yourself, if you want to change your character or whichever area of your life, you need to pay attention on those things. What am I vibrating? And so you are looking at those things that are blocking energy within you. You know, grief, fear, amongst all the other emotions that you harbor within yourself. So look at these and change them. And then number 9 is, what is my mission statement? What are my core values? What do you value in your life? What are those values serving you right? Because yes, we all do have values, some consciously and some unconsciously. But now you have to sit down and say, what really is it that I value? because now we are talking awareness. What is it that I value in my life? And is it working for me? Must I change my values? That's the thing. And then what are my goals? What is my mission? What is the definite chief aim of my life? What are my goals? Those are the things that you need to ask yourself in your mission statement. What are the goals in different areas of your life? In financial goals, family goals, social goals, and the relationship goals, and amongst other areas of your life. So you need to be aware of those things. Don't just go into life without even assessing where you are, where you want to be, and what are the things that you already have and how you're going to apply those. And number 10, what resources are available for me and which ones am I currently utilizing? Just like I was saying about your mission. So now you know exactly where you want to go or where you are. Let's say health-wise, I'm not fit. So if you're not fit, what do you want to do? What resources do I have to improve my fitness levels? And then which ones would I need if I don't possess those resources, and how will I apply them? But we'll talk about that on structure. And then question number 11, what words am I using? Are those limiting or are they liberating? It's back to vibration. What words are you using? Believe you me, we are always hung by our tongues. The words that you use will either liberate you or they will limit you. Especially the words that you say to yourself. Because most of the times when you say the things to other people or other things, it is a reflection of what's within. As within, without. So all the times you need to be really wary of what you say. Sit down and ask yourself, even after you've said something, sit down and say, you know what, the next time I'm not going to say these things. Or you say, the next time I'm going to say it even more. If you believe that it's liberating, if you believe that it's for the best, it's for the good. So what words am I utilizing? Are they liberating me? Or are they limiting me? And then number 11, that's number 12. What are my motivations versus my inspirations? What motivates you is usually temporary, because most of the times we're motivated by our emotions. Emotions, they come and go. So don't be attached to emotions. Utilize them, use them. Use your anger. That's what they always say. Use your anger to achieve something. Use maybe your happiness. Use your liking something. Use your hatred of something, but use it positively. Channel it towards personal transformation, improving yourself. But inspiration is something deeper. Inspiration is what is who you are. So you have to be to attract whatever you desire. Like, for example, even if you win the lottery today, if you win $1 billion today, if you are not a billionaire at heart, you lose all those billions. So inspiration is what's within your essence that says yes. Even when you're not paid for this thing, you will do it. Even if I'm not paid to speak to you, as it is now, I'm not really making much. But I believe that this is my purpose in life. My purpose in life is to help enlighten you. My purpose in life is to spread the love, spread the word, and help you to transform. It might not be the best, but at least this is the starting point for you. And then it's to help you be aware of the fact that, you know what, there is possibility. When nothingness meets possibility, everything happens. So that's question number 12. And then number 13, what are my needs versus my wants? This is usually spoken of all the times. Every teacher speaks of it, that there are some things that are immediate, but you might not really they might not really be important in your life. While there are some things that might not really look immediate, but they are core in your life. So there are some things that are core in your life, things that are basic in your life in the sense that you cannot strive without. And there are some things that you can just do without. I can do without a Ferrari in my life. Or, well, I love a Ferrari, but I could do without it. I can do, but then I cannot not do without clothes. So clothes are basics. They're actually needs. I cannot not do without food. Because food is basic. The oxygen that I'm breathing, it's a basic. So this is a need. And once I can do without a beard, man. I can shave it off. I can do without all the luxuries in life. I can do without them, but the basics. So what are the things and how have you been prioritizing? Look at your life and say, have I been prioritizing needs, or have I been prioritizing wants? And then deal with those, and then you prioritize. It's not that the things that you want are not important. They are important, but then you need to prioritize the needs. Those needs are going to be the bedrock on where you'll probably be able to attract or attain the wants. And then we have our question number 14, which is the last question. Am I really what I thought I was? Have I, or what I thought I've been told? Or what I have been told I am? But who am I really? You know, we as beings are blessed with the fact that we are conscious. We have consciousness, but most of the times we don't utilize the consciousness. What is happening is all the things that you thought most of the times that you are just things that you've been told you are. You've been told that you're a human being. Can you really say that you are a human being? Because most of the things are not experiential that we happen. Most of the things are just according to how we've been told. Most of the things are according to the program that has been set up within ourselves. Who programs us? The environment. Who is the environment? I mean, the community. Who's the community? We're speaking of our parents, we're speaking of our family members, we're speaking of our neighbors, we're speaking of the people that we meet every day, we're speaking of the education system, we're speaking of the media out there. Everybody's out there trying to teach you something, trying to tell you something about yourself, and most of the times it is wrong. You need to question those things. There are some that are right, and then you need to utilize them properly. So, who am I really? It is the question that you need to ask yourself deeply. Than going out in the media and checking out, how best I can be, how I can attract, maybe if you're a guy, how I can attract girls. If you're a girl, how I can attract boys, and how I can attract money and all these other things. But those are just wants, and those are just are not important. The basics or the essentials in life are who really you are deeply and what your purpose in life is. And then from there, you can always prosper. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what awareness has been all about. We've been talking about awareness. So now what we are going to do is to go to structure. Structure, which is the organization of who you are and all these things that we've been talking about, and then now we are putting them into practice. What we are going to do is we'll focus on one area of our lives, and I choose to focus on transforming my character, my personal character. So as we go on structure, we'll be focusing on one area of our lives. This is one thing that I need to change. This is one thing that I need to transform. So I utilize the awareness of who, where, and what I am, and then I will create a structure towards where I want to go. And then discipline is our companion all the time. It's not like discipline is going to be at the end. We are going to apply self-discipline all the time. This is self-awareness. I am Nobawin. Today I am healthy. Thank you. Let's meet on the next pillar of personal transformation, which is structure. Hi there. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please remember to subscribe if you haven't subscribed for us to grow this community. Like as well, and also comment and just interact with us in whatever way. And also remember to share this all the times. I am Win. Thank you.